Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Haut Beyleron here in Farming Simulator 22 with me, CWATTY. I'm continuing where I left off at the end of the last video. We've got baling to do. We get the grass needed to do the sheeps, to provide food for the sheeps for the winter. And then we need to feed the chickens. I've also queued up a couple of sowing contracts for the Fent to take care of. So I'm going to be having him doing his bits and bobs in a minute. Actually, I think that's him now, actually. It is indeed. So he's got 3 fields to sow barley on at present. And just going to do it with a normal worker. The Massey is over on field 36 doing the rolling. Taking care of business on that front. Yeah, I'm doing a spot of baling, getting grass bales, which we can use to feed our sheeps. And then we're going to look at maybe, like I say, having a bit of a start on the old tree removal aspect of things. Let me just quickly check one thing. Crop growth calendar. Okay, so in October there will be some potential harvesting contracts available. We don't want to miss out on harvesting contracts. And what I may want to do is set up some more auto drive routes on this map to get to sell points. The windrower did not do a very good job on this field, I'll be quite honest. I was a little bit miffed that for some reason in the middle here it misloads. Not the most useful. We'll get a couple of bales. We will. That should be enough to keep our sheep going. I don't want to have to buy bales to feed them. It was alright to buy bales to get them started, but we really do want to be self-sufficient when it comes to feeding our animals. We don't want to be buying animal food. That gets expensive. People will also say me keep changing trailers every episode or every other episode to deal with pallet handling. Gets expensive as well, and I agree. But hopefully we've found a solution now. Hopefully we've got a truck that will do pallet transportation for us. And as a result, I'll be able to set up again some delivery routes. Hello? Thank you. Getting off my... we've still got 75% full in here. I wish there was a way, Giants, we could empty balers completely. You know, force unload them, whatever. That would be so much nicer. Again, in multiplayer, I've been experiencing issues with baling contracts not completing because we're getting too much material stuck in balers that we can't actually then sell as part of the contract. And that's not good. Giants need to fix that. I shouldn't have any issues in my single player saves, because obviously one of the tweaks I've done, my own custom little tweaks, is I've actually increased how much grass yields, how much you get grass yield off a field. It was something, in the vanilla game, it's something ridiculous, like you get 3.68 litres per square metre for grass when you're mowing grass. 3.68 litres. And I've jacked that up. I've jacked that up to about 8. I'm like, you know, let's double it, you know, let's get a bit more grass, because typically speaking, most grass fields on this map and the Elm Creek map tend to be fairly small, really tiny, and that obviously is not good if you want to get grass for animals and stuff, because you're not mowing a lot of grass. You're really struggling to get a lot of grass. Hence why people, when it comes to making silage, are turning more towards forage harvesting, and they're doing foraging to try and get more silage, because they just can't mow enough grass to make hay and silage. Well, yeah, I'm not playing that game. I've increased the grass yield on my maps. I would rather get more grass when I mow. I mean, I can still go down the forage harvesting road later on for silage if we get into cows, and we need lots of silage for cows, lots of TMR. However, at the moment, I've just started doing cows on my multiplayer server on the Elm Creek map, the Elm Creek edit map, and I'm still trying to work out how cows work, and how, more specifically, how the actual pen works in regards to filling it with the different things, and how we get the manure and stuff. Because I've put a manure silo down next to the cows, but they don't appear to be using it. Nothing appears to be going into it, so I'm not quite sure if I've done that right or wrong, or whether I've placed the right manure silo. On the map, I think on the map, I placed the silo extension, the manure heap extension. I placed that near the cow pen. I'm not sure if that was the right thing to do, whether I needed to place the manure heap I'm not sure. I did have a look through all the other menus. I couldn't see any other cow manure type things. Did have a look through all the different menus. Couldn't see anything. Orchards, greenhouses, selling points. No, it wouldn't be under selling points, would it? Manure won't be under factories, I'm pretty certain. Won't be under fences. Might be on, no, it won't be under the lights, but we have got some lights, new light mods. So yeah, when it comes to the bale, one extra bale, look. This is much easier to do when you don't have when you haven't folded up the machine. Well, let's take this out. Let's take the bales over to our sheep pen. Probably should have framed that a lot better. That's better. Let's take that over to our sheep pen. And let's get the sheeps. And then we'll come back, grab the normal trailer. And we'll come and get some wheat then to feed the chickens. There we go. Whoop. Well, that's it. Well, that's it. You watch now. At some point, those are going to get knocked over. I can guarantee that. They will get flattened. Right, let's go through here. That's the trailer part. Now go get the regular trailer. Need some chicken food. I doubt they're going to eat 12,000 litres, but you never know. There we go. Fed the chickens. Perfect. Right, here's something I want to try. See if this works. Let's open up auto drive. And I just want this guy to go and refuel. I just want to see if he'll go and buy some fuel for me. Oh, he's got his bacons on. This would be a great tool for Mr. Helgi, you know. And then he won't run out of fuel in the middle of a field. He could just remember, once he's finished doing a job, just use auto drive to go and refuel. Oh, this man's a genius. And then we'll send him back to the yard. Mr. Seederman is still seeding. Right. Here's what we can test then. Now. How is the autoloader working with? It's a kind of magic. It's a kind of magic. Oh, I love autoload. Doesn't work with bales though at the moment. Only works with pallets. I hope they're going to extend it to Le Jardin Farm Shop Fermier. Well, actually, the best place to sell it is here. But what we can do now is go into our productions. We'll go storing. We'll keep selling tomatoes, because I don't think tomatoes are terribly expensive, are they? Tomatoes 1,000. Yeah, lettuces are way more expensive than tomatoes. So the tomatoes will have. We'll have the tomatoes spawning at the farm. Our roller is rolling. Might need to move that water bowser. But that's why this guy's here. 18,000 litres of water. So it's not respawned, it's not reset to the shop. I think the problem was, for some reason it was glitching out. It might have been because of the Christmas decorations. But anyway, that is now done. Where's he going? He's completed his task on field 11. Next field for him is field 27. So I'm going to want you to go to field 27 for me, please, dude. No, that's not going to work because you haven't folded up. Okay, yeah. Let me think. I do believe, again, there is a bug in courseplay at the minute, where if you have a courseplay course working, if you have a courseplay core, they have a bit of an issue using the go-to. Drivers that aren't the courseplay driver have an issue using the go-to. It might be only on a certain map though, because this guy is actually driving to the proper place now, I think. He was a little bit indecisive. Yeah, he's getting there. Just out of curiosity, why have I still got 85% of my stuff left? Ah, these bloody workers are buying stuff. That's cost. How much? That's been costing me money. You freaking donut. You bloody donut. Spending all my money buying bloody seed that I don't need to buy. Because I've already got it. Oh, there's me. Freaking costing myself a fortune. How's Roller doing? Like Roller's on his last headland. That looks good. Right then. Let's have a look. Rolling. Okay. He's missed a bit there. Is that something for me to be concerned about? Or is it? Might be where I've reclaimed the land, where I've put land back in. So I think the field is rolled. It's just leftover overlay. Yeah, that's not field then. So I'm not going to worry about that. Because that's not actually part of the field that isn't rolled. However, there is one field I do need to get rolled, and that's going to be the grass one now. I'll just drop that there. You notice I'm trying to keep the main yard accessible now and free of equipment best I can. So look, he wants to do 6.3. Well, guess what? You're not doing 6.3. You're doing 5.99. In fact, you're doing 6. You're going to do exactly 6 meters. Because again, I want a bit of an overlap. Now we do some rolling. And again, the reason why I'm doing rolling, grass rolling, is because for one, it gives me free fertilizer on the grass. And secondly, it takes the field that is harvested and it makes it growing. I don't have to wait I don't have to sleep any days. I don't have to wait any months. The grass is regrowing now. It speeds up the grass growth, regrowth, if you roll the grass, because it sets it back instantly to growing. There are people that say, oh, just leave it, just leave it. After a couple of days or a couple of months in game, the grass will automatically start regrowing. Yeah, it probably does, but why wait a couple of months when you can get it to regrow right now? Just by doing a bit of rolling. Which honestly doesn't take that long really. It's not a massive time sink. You know, you're getting your fertiliser as well, but you're not spending money on fertilising. So, to me, I just use this instead of fertilising. You know, you'd have to fertilise the grass anyway. This just removes the need for me to do that. Like I say, we will then start looking. I'm going to need to get a chainsaw. That's the first tool I am going to need to purchase. I'm going to need a chainsaw. To remove these trees. Following that, I'm going to need to get a wood chipper, because those trees do not make for great logs. They do not make logging trees. You will not be selling those for wood. So I'm going to want to wood chip them. However, I'm not going to use the wood chipper that I used on my Elm Creek Let's Play, because that thing was awful. That thing was horrid. What I'm going to use instead is the gens, the one that was in FS19. I'm going to use that wood chipper because that, to me, it wasn't broke, so didn't need fixing. It's a good wood chipper. It has an internal storage tank on it, and it has a spout for obviously unloading. It's got a great big wide conveyor belt on it for loading your logs, and it does what it says on the tin at the end of the day. It's like Cuprinol. Does exactly what it says on the tin. And I'm rolling, 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 rolling. There's a song that dates back to, must be the early 2000s. Remember good old Fred Durst in his red cap? Keep rolling, 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 rolling. Keep rolling, 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 rolling. Probably not a lot of Limp Bizkit fans around today. In fact, probably a lot of the people watching these videos weren't alive when Limp Bizkit were around. Or if you were very, very small children. And you probably weren't old enough to be listening to Limp Bizkit. Yeah, lovely little bit of grass rolling. So we got food for the sheeps. We fed the chickens. We're in the middle of doing contracts. Our fields are pretty much done, prepped. I don't really know what else to suggest. We'll obviously have some harvesting contracts to do towards the end of the year. So we'll definitely be keeping our little eyes peeled on those. We will. That potato one on... Oh, what is going on with the freaking auto-saving bollocks? Sorry, pardon my French. Sick fed up of auto-save. I'm going to manually save from now on. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to take the risk. Field 30. That's the one we want. It's ready. It's ready for harvesting now. Why is there no potato harvesting contract? Have I missed it? No, it's just not there. Not there yet. Field 30 is. Oh! Field 30. Les Jardins des Fermiers Farm Shop. Right. We're going to queue that up. We are going to queue that up. I am going to be doing potato harvesting, folks. I know that sounds stupid having just done it on multiplayer, but I like that. 40 grand is not to be ignored. Now what I need to do though is I need to prep a selling course for that. We'll probably use my own tractor and trailer. We'll use one of our own tractors and trailers as well to make things a little bit more spicier. Because I think that potato harvester, if memory serves me right, does not have a big tank capacity. I'm going to have to go and sort that one out. So I'm going to finish up the grass rolling, folks. When we come back for the next episode, we're going to be starting that potato harvest. Well, we're going to be prepping for the potato harvest. Because, like I say, I'm going to need to set up some auto drive routes for that field. And for the tractors. So I'll be doing that in the next video. So thank you for watching today's video, everybody. I really hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please make sure you've clicked that like button for me. Obviously make sure you're subscribed to the channel if you're not doing so already, and don't forget to enable your notification bell to stay up to date with all my uploads. Leave your questions, comments, suggestions, feedback, whatever you want to say, and tell me in the comment section down below this video. Share the video with everyone you can and everywhere you can. And I'll see you next time, folks. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Goodbye for now.